back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Haley. I'm new to YouTube actually, and today I'm going to do a get to know me video. I've wrote down some notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what it is. And also some questions that I think you guys may want to know. I mean, either way, the video's here. If anyone has any questions, you'll have to excuse my hair. I just got out of the shower and I didn't feel like doing anything with it. But let's hop right on. I am married. We have been married for almost 2 years in May. He's gonna kill me for not knowing that right off the bat. We got married when I was 16 and I turned 17 the Friday after we got married. We got married so young because, well, I was 16 and he was 21, I'm wanting to say. Yeah, I think he was 21. We got married so young because he was wanting to drive truck. And I didn't want the struggles of, you know, having to plan a wedding because we were already engaged. We got engaged not long after we got together. But I didn't want to go through the struggles of trying to plan a wedding around like the truck driving schedule, because you know, like, some truck drivers are gone for weeks, you know, maybe months at a time, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I was like, let's just get married, you know. If we have any bills, it won't be a problem for me to pay them because we'll be married, and you guys know how that stuff goes. So we got married, and the plan was for him to go drive truck. Well, that August of 2017, we found out I was pregnant. And that's when he decided that he was not going to go drive truck because I didn't want to raise a baby on my own. And it did cause some problems, me not wanting him to drive truck, but he got over it. You know, here we are. But he decided to just stay local and find a job around here. And we did live with my parents at the time. We lived with my parents up until April of 2018. And when I say we did not have a thing when we got married, we didn't even have a car when we got married. And it was just, I mean, we paid with our wedding with my last check from Burger King. I worked at Burger King, and we paid for the wedding with my very last check because I quit. I didn't want to work at Burger King anymore. I was young, whatever, you know. And found out I was pregnant, and he was in and out of jobs, and he landed a very good job in Knoxville. And, you know, we lived with mom and dad for a while, and then it got to the point where I was like, look, we're gonna have to do something because I don't want to live here when we have our baby. And it wasn't nothing against my parents or anything, it's just, who wants to raise a baby in a bedroom, you know? So we found a trailer and we moved in it the very beginning of April of 2018, and we had McKinley May 1st of 2018. So with just a few weeks to go, we packed up our bedroom and moved to the trailer with nothing. Like, we were plumb broke. And by this time we had a car. We'd got an old car from a car lot, and it was cheap, you know, get him back and forth to work. So we packed up all of our stuff, moved to that trailer, and he still has this really good job, and we decided that we were gonna see if we could get a newer vehicle for when, you know, McKinley gets bigger. And the car we had didn't have air in it, and it was middle of summer, so it was very hot. So we went and traded our car in, and we got a new to us truck, which is a 2011 Dodge Ram. And we were stuck with one vehicle for the longest time. But anyways, that's our back story, our history of why we got married and when we got married. But we have an almost 11-month-old daughter. She'll be 11 months old on the 1st. And he has a 3-year-old. that lives in West Virginia. Her name is Gabriella, and our daughter's name is McKinley. We live in a small town, like pretty much a hole in the wall in East Tennessee. I'm not going to say the name of the town because, you know, YouTube and everyone can see this. Yeah. I am a stay-at-home mom. I do stay home with Kinley. It is not easy. I will be the first one to admit that. It's not the dream, you know, but I would rather stay home than miss her growing up. And we are in the position now where I can stay home. And speaking of that, we moved into our house in December. This past December, we got a house. It is my best friend's house, and we are renting it. So we do not own a house as of now. We are just renting. But we did move into a house, so we've came a long way from when we got married. But I can do a whole nother video on that and stay-at-home mom life and all that fun stuff. I'm all over the place already. This is why I'd rather just stick with cleaning videos and vlogs, because I can't stick with one subject. So, but like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. He is a union worker. He works in Knoxville. Not gonna say the company because, you know, YouTube again. But he does work in Knoxville. We are a union family. I am a volunteer firefighter at the local, I hope that doesn't show, at the local fire department in our small hole-in-the-wall town. I plan to actually eventually maybe become paid. I'm wanting to go to a paid department once I get all my certifications and all that fun junk. But again, whole other subject, which will be later on in this video. We have two dogs, Remy and Daisy. Remy came from the shelter, and he is 10 months old. He's a month younger than Kinley, and we honestly don't know what kind of dog he is. He's a Heinz 57, that's what I call him. And Daisy is a pit bull. I don't know how old she is. We actually rescued her from a very bad situation. And we gave her to somebody, and that ended up not working out, so now we have her. We have two hamsters also. They're little tiny dwarf hamsters. They're like that big. They're so cute. My husband, see, I told you, I'm all over the place. Just bear with me. My husband's name is Thomas. He's a butthole. Just kidding. I love him. He actually works very hard and takes very good care of me and the girls. So, can't ask for anything better, you know? But, okay. That's enough about the husband and the wife. But, another thing that should get thrown out into, you know, the earlier on videos is I do have awful, my ankle just popped, ow, awful anxiety, social anxiety, you know, just anxiety and depression in general. And it's a thing that most people don't want to talk about, and I really don't like to talk about it. But I am on medication for it, and that is not something that I am proud of in any way. But it's a normal part of life. People need medication. Some people need medication. Some people can just deal with it. And I am one of the people that dealt with it for the longest time and just decided that I couldn't do it anymore and I needed help. So I, you know, went to the doctor and told him, like, look, I think I have anxiety and depression. Which at that point I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but anxiety and depression does run in my family on both sides. So here I am. But social anxiety probably gets the best of me, I would say, because I cancel a lot of plans. I don't like to make new friends, but on the other end, I want new friends. Like, I want, new people to hang out with and talk to, and, that best friend that would be there for you, but it's hard for me to make friends and, keep up a conversation with someone new because of my social anxiety. But that's something I'm working on, and I think this whole YouTube thing may help. As you could see, I'm still kind of awkward. Like, oh well. But I wrote down a few questions, like I said earlier on. Anyway, one of them is, does your husband support your YouTube channel? And yes, he is very supportive, as you guys could see in my last video, I think, when we were traveling to West Virginia to see his family. He is very supportive, and it's something I've talked about for the longest time. And he told me if I wanted to do it. And he would fully support me any way that he could, So here I am, and I plan on doing a, more in-depth video with him. And maybe we can do, something funny. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Another question is, if you could spend a day in someone else's shoes, who would it be? And that would also be my husband. I think he was like, no? Okay. Okay. I would love to spend a day in his shoes. That way I can understand more of the stress he has on him and what he deals with on a daily basis, because all I see is, my point of view. I don't see the stress that I put him through or the stress he deals with at work. And I feel like if I could just maybe walk a day in his shoes, then we could understand each other better, which there's nothing wrong with our marriage whatsoever. We are very happy. We have our problems like every other marriage in the world. But I feel like if it was possible for people to walk in their husband or wife's shoes for a day, then maybe like everybody can understand their spouse better, But another question is, what is your favorite book? And that would be Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. I'm still reading it, but so far it is amazing, and I highly recommend it to anyone, not just somebody with anxiety, but anybody. Like the daily lies you tell yourself, like, I'm not a good mom, or I don't look good, or I can't do this, or, I don't believe in myself. That book, oh my God, it like solves every problem. I swear, I love it. Another question is, what are your 5 favorite foods? Chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets. Just kidding, but no, seriously, chicken. Anything chicken. I'm gonna say French fries. Does an M&M McFlurry count as a favorite food? I'm not a healthy eater at all. I'm just gonna say anything chicken, really. And chili. I like chili. I'm making that for dinner tonight. Yeah, chicken, French fries, chili, ice cream. That's all I can think of, really. That was a bad question to write down. I don't even know the answer to that. What do you fear the most? Being alone. I hate it. Thomas works 3rd shift 2 nights out of the week, and it is literally the worst. I cannot stand being alone, and that is in like all concepts, like being alone at night, being alone during the day, being alone in general. I just hate being alone. There are times where I just want to go in the room and be alone, but that is if someone else is here. But I don't like to be alone, like at the grocery store. I don't like driving alone. I don't like just doing anything alone. I don't like it, and I think it's because of the anxiety, but It's one of my biggest fears, being alone. Nope. And, what is your ideal home, car, career, and family? My ideal home is a farmhouse on a farm. Literally, like a farmhouse. I would love to have a farmhouse. My ideal car, I like my Mazda as of now, but my ideal car, not a mom car, but a Dodge Challenger or a Jeep. I like Jeeps. Ideal career, paramedic. That is my dream as of now. Paramedic. Yes, paramedic. I'm taking my EMR next month so I can run medic calls with the fire department, and I'd love to be a paramedic. My ideal family, I'm pretty content right now, but we do want another baby or two. No more than 2 more. We're wanting to try for a boy. Don't know when. But like I said, that will be a whole nother video. Wanting to try for a boy. We don't have a boy. That's perfectly fine. But 2 more kids, tops. That's it. My favorite place to shop is probably Target. You know, typical white girl, or typical mom, Target mom. I'm gonna say Target or TJ Maxx, really. I like Walmart too. I just like shopping. It's a problem, it's a problem. My husband's wallet doesn't like me shopping. But, that's what I'm here for. One weakness I have, I don't know if you consider this a weakness or not, but I don't like being yelled at. I will cry. If you raise your voice at me or yell at me, I will cry. I can promise. It does not matter who you are. You raise your voice, you sound mean, you yell at me, I will cry. That is a promise. It is awful. I hate it, but that's me. How many tattoos do I have? I have 5 as of now. I do want more. I love ink. Love it. Thomas has like, I want to say 17. Thomas has 17 tattoos, I think. And I'm wanting to fully blow him out of the water. Like, I'm going to be covered. If it was up to me, I would be covered. The bill I hate paying the most. Let me think. We have a lot of bills. That would be I'm gonna say probably the truck payment, because that is a lot. I think besides rent, that is the highest bill we have. Either the truck payment or the phone bill or the cable. I don't know. I don't like paying bills, but that's part of being an adult, is paying bills. Being an adult sucks. But having your own house and your own family and your own things is awesome. That is the last of the questions. And this is a almost 20-minute long video, unless I trim it down. So, anyways, if you guys have any more questions, make sure to comment them down below and click the red subscribe button and stick around and like this video if you guys want to see more videos from me. Bear with me as I am still new to this and I'm very awkward and I don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, thank you guys for watching.